And we're back to Mass Effect, the original, the very first of the effects that I did some playing offline because we had a lot of the boring side missions and planetary exploration, which in this game is not very engaging. It's good content to have when you have something else on your second monitor. So I put on other streams or videos, and I kind of just did all the side missions. Not much to do in them. You kind of just go around, you kill some people or find some locations. That's about it. And I got some gear, I got some levels up, I got some money, and we're back on the Citadel. And we'll start this one off. Oh look, it's everyone's favorite reporter, Kalisa Bensini Al-Jalani, I think, something like that. And, well, she's going to try to do a little bit of a journalist bull rush, trying to grill Shepard, and we're going to see how this goes.
Commander Shepard? Kalisa Bensinin Al-Jalani, Westernland News. Would you answer a few questions for our viewers?
What sort of questions?
People back home have heard a lot of wild stories about you, Commander. I can give you the chance to set the record straight. What do you say?
So long as you understand that I may not be able to answer all questions.
I'm sure our viewers will understand. Humans have been trying to get the respect of the galactic community for 26 years. With that in mind, what are your feelings on being the first human Spectre?
When do I get to punch her?
We all know it should have happened years ago. I hope the Council realizes that we won't sit at the kids' table forever.
Some believe that without firm action on our part, the Council will continue to treat us like poor relations. Have you encountered any situations where the Citadel asked you to place its needs before the needs of Earth?
I think they know not to ask me to work against my own people.
I think our viewers will be glad to hear that, Commander. You've been given command of an advanced human warship for your missions. Is there anything you'd like to say about it?
So far, this interview's going all right.
The Normandy is a triumph of human engineering. Like our development of fighter carriers, it shows other races that we're able to think outside the box.
That's gratifying. Many defeatist officers claim
I like
that
the
Alliance
idea that,
can't
like,
compete with the naval power of, say, the Turians. Do you think it was appropriate to hand Earth's most advanced warship over to the Citadel?
Miss Al-Jalani, I wear the Alliance uniform, and if you think anyone other than me says where the Normandy can go, you're sadly mistaken.
No offense intended, Commander. I'm sure you have to follow the orders of your superiors.
Actually, no, I'm kind of just given a free rein to do whatever the fuck I
aliens.
want.
One last question, Commander. Rumors back home say you're tracking a rogue Spectre named Saren. Do you have any comment on that?
I'm afraid I can't comment on whatever my current assignment may or may not be.
Don't worry, we'll find out. The eyes of Earth are on you. Don't let us down. Thank you for your time, Commander
So
Shepard.
she's the classic character where you can punch her in the face to end the interview. And then she shows up again in 2, and you can punch her again. And then she shows up again in 3, and you can punch her a third time. Do we show it? Do we show it for just for fun?
Commander Shepard, Kalisa Bensinin Al-Jalani. I can give you the
Some
chance.
topics are classified.
Humans have been trying to get the respect
can't
of the
skip through
galactic
this?
community
Oh,
for
no.
26 years. With that in mind, what are your feelings on being the first human Spectre? Have you encountered any situation?
Okay,
You've been
can.
given command of an advanced human warship for your missions. Is there anything you'd like to say? Do you think it was appropriate to hand Earth's most advanced warship over to the Citadel?
Time to shut you
I've
up.
had enough of your snide insinuations.
You bitch! I'll make sure everyone in the Alliance sees that. Your career is over.
it's funny because I think when you report back to the Normandy, Admiral Hackett will give you a little bit of a report based off of like, hey, everyone on Earth saw this interview you did, or like, you know, the new people have seen the news report, and he'll give you like how well you handled it. And of course, if you fucking punch her, Hackett's like, it's like, you know, Shepard, you know, you're a Spectre, you've got a long leash, you know, you got a long, but like, it doesn't look good when you punch a reporter in the face. Just letting you know. Someone in the embassies, I got a message in the ship where it's like, oh, someone in the embassies has a job for us, and I bet it's one of the, I think it's one of the boring planetary exploration missions. There's a lot of planets you can actually just explore with the Mako, but most of them are empty outside of like 2 or 3 very basic sort of interactables, like some resources you can find, maybe like a small base to attack. It's not really that great. That's why I did a lot of it off stream.
Yes, Shepard? Did you find my sister?
Oh, I already talked
I
to
have
her.
to go.
Never mind.
Come back and see me when the job is done.
Okay, never mind. I've forgotten I did that. What are we doing here? Oh, did I? Missing Marines. Yeah, I did that too. I got to report to the Admiral. He's in the tower. Had enough of your snide insinuations. Get punched. Citadel Tower. And then I'm gonna go we're gonna do Noveria, which is usually the first planet I do outside of well, I guess like Liara's planet is technically a planet.
Commander, any word on my missing men?
I found them. Well, what was left of them. They ran into a thresher maw.
A thresher maw? That's not... My men wouldn't just stumble into a thresher nest. Not the entire unit.
Somebody lured them there with an Alliance distress beacon. Placed it perfectly so they'd land right beside the thresher nest.
Damn it. I had a bad feeling about this ever since my team disappeared. An Alliance beacon uses bait. Commander, I appreciate what you did. Now
I hope you find what
I
you're
will,
after.
Shepard.
I think that might lead to another follow-up mission. I'm not sure. I don't remember. Do you have anything? Oh, it's Emily Wong again.
Shepard. Hello again, Commander. I've got a proposition for you. Since you helped me get information on the crime syndicate, I've gotten a lot
It's interesting
more
that this
backing from
NPC
my
has
publishers.
her clothes
I'm
have changed since the
investigating
first time
traffic
you're here.
controller conditions now, and I wondered if you could help.
What do you want me to do?
I've heard rumors that the space traffic controllers are overworked to a dangerous degree. I can't get into the control room, but you could. If you
I
planted
can't
a-
promise anything.
Excellent. Just thanks again for your help.
Okay, she wants me to plant a bug, but where? Bug at the Citadel Traffic Control Station near CSEC. Okay. CSEC. CSECs. I'm tired. Just let me have. The dialogue's gonna be worse than usual. It was one of those days where you wake up and you're like, I don't feel like I slept at all. And then you have to go through a whole day's worth of stuff and you're like, man, I feel great.
Okay, Julie. Let me get this straight. Your business partner.
Who am I bugging?
He's threatened you?
Hey there! Oh, you're not CSEC, are you? Did you want something?
What are you doing here?
I am Jal... My colleague is trying to kill me.
How do you know he wants you dead?
He's changed. He won't talk to me at work anymore, and he started following me. Yesterday, he followed me all the way
Those
home,
white parts on
just
them, like his
waiting for a
face mask, are
chance.
floppy. I thought those things were like
I don't care what anyone
weren't
thinks.
floppy, but they're
He wants
floppy.
me gone. I know it.
Is there something I can do? Talk to your friend, maybe?
Would you? That's all I...
All right.
He thinks he can just push... Oh, right. Well, he
Meet him
wanted to
down by the
meet with-
wards. Okay, fine.
His name...
Shorbin, isn't that the Solarian who asked us to scan the Keepers?
The Keepers? Well, even more reason to go after him. That's against...
I better look into this right away. Find out what he's up to.
Anything's... Well...
I like how that's a weird line of dialogue to give to... Well, I guess you could conceivably get Liara after that. But, like, we didn't have Liara when we picked up that quest to scan the Keepers. And then Liara says, isn't that the guy that gave us the quest to scan the Keepers? And it's like, Liara, you were hiding from the Geth in the mine shaft when that happened. You know, I'm going to be honest. I don't think I've ever been up here in this game, ever. I don't remember ever coming up to this place. Ever. Because this looks, I get it, it's supposed to be like a hangar or something, but this looks like a dev room. That looks like the kind of room where the devs like spawn shit in to explore, like, or to like experiment with. Huh. Amazing to play a game that, nearly 20-year-old game that I've played a billion times, and then I don't think I've ever really been into this part of the game, ever. I think it's one of those things where with games like this that you've played a lot, you end up falling into habits when you replay them subsequently, where you always end up sticking mostly to the same sort of path because it's just how you've always done it, you know? Okay, so we have to go back to the Presidium and then to the wards. Go to the wards first. Markets. Choblin? Choblon? What is his name? Oh, there's fucking what's his face. There's your insane fan. This game's version of the adoring fan.
Hey, come in. There are rumors on the extranet that you've been made the first human Spectre. That's incredible.
Right, Conrad. We talked a while back.
You remember me? Wow. Guys must try to talk to a lady like you all the time, but you remember me. That
Don't
really
say
means
that.
something.
That's
Hey,
weird.
Can I get your picture?
Sure.
Sure. No problem.
Just hold up your gun. Perfect. Thanks again, Commander. I'm gonna hang this in my living room. My wife will love it.
Is he like one of those guys who's weird, but he's just like harmless? Where it's just like, he's a bit strange. Where am I meeting this man? Oh, so this is the party I've been rocking while I was playing off stream. Tally and Liara. Liara for biotics, Tally for tech stuff, and then Shepard for shoot. Okay, where's this guy? Where's this man's? There's this man's.
Commander, I wasn't expecting to see you again. Is there something you want?
Drop the act. I want to know what's going on, Shorbin.
I'm not sure what you're referring to. My experiments are...
Your lies are catching up with you. We spoke with your friend, Jalid.
You spoke with Jalid? Then you know about the data?
No, but you're gonna tell me. Everything.
You boys can go. Looks like my plans have changed. It's not as bad as you think, Commander. Jalid and I just got a little over our heads.
Keep talking.
The company we work for developed an experimental procedure for use in medical scanners. Jalid and I saw even more potential, so we stole the plans and secretly developed a tool to scan the Keepers. Can you imagine? A tool that can actually get readings from the Keepers?
What's so special about that?
The Keepers are almost impossible to scan, and you can't capture them or get samples. They just self-destruct. After centuries here, we still don't know anything about them. Don't you see? We were the first to scan them, ever. You've seen it yourself, Commander. You know we can do it.
Why are you trying to kill your partner?
I'm not trying to kill him. Jaleed's job was to disseminate our initial findings. But he decided to keep the data for himself. Maybe to sell it. I don't know.
I should kill both of you idiots.
We lost our heads. We just couldn't let an opportunity like this pass us by. Commander, if you'll just continue gathering data for me.
Well, I do get money and XP for it, so...
You stand to make a bit of a profit yourself, remember?
If it'll help further the scientific cause, how can I refuse?
Very good. Maybe if you wouldn't mind speaking with Jaleed. The data you're gathering for me is useless if Jaleed won't help me analyze it.
If I have time, I'll talk
It's like
to him.
this Solarian guy is like so soft-spoken.
Happy scanning, Commander.
He's like, oh no, I'm a poor little man. I'm a poor little Solarian scientist, man. Oh no, I'm just trying to scan the keepers. Ah. Who the fuck are you? Is this like Earthbound, Earthborn?
They told me it was you.
Yes.
But I didn't believe it. Shepard grew up and turned into a soldier.
An impatient soldier. Who are you and why are you in my way?
Name's Finch. You probably don't remember me, but we ran together in the 10th Street Reds. Maybe you don't remember it yourself, running in a gang. None of the vids mention it when they're talking about you.
The vids never tell the whole story. So, what can I do for the Reds?
One of the Reds, Kurt Wiseman, got picked up by Turians. We'd like you to talk to the Turian guard in the bar and get Kurt out.
I'll talk to the Turian and see what I can do.
Thanks, Shepard. I knew you'd take care of this, and you'll never see.
Oh, I'm supposed to just like shoot you. Spectres are like super feds in this game. They can pretty much do whatever the fuck they want.
Dancers are highly respected among my people.
Can I help you?
You've got a prisoner named Kurt Wiseman. I'd like that prisoner freed.
I'd like a lot of things, human. Desire forms the foundations of organized society.
Oh wow, very intelligent.
That said, the xenophobe will remain in Turian custody. This is not negotiable.
I'd rather not have to kill all your guards to free this man.
Why do you want this criminal released? Is it part of your mission, or are you just helping another human?
I'm a Spectre. I don't answer to you. Release Wiseman now.
The Council should have known the humans. The prisoner will be released. Turian.
Yay, renegade points. Go back to Emily, gotta go back to Jahid. Is that it for that one, old friends? That's it, okay. I wonder what happens if you reject them. If you tell them to just buzz off. Like, I'm guessing they might come back and be like, we told you you should have helped us, Shepard. Bleh. And then you gun them down because they're just a bunch of fucking gang idiots and not soldiers. Back to CSEC. CSEX.
Hello again. Did you have any luck?
I found out you've been lying to me, Jaleed.
Lying?
What about the data? You did not mention that before.
He told you? I didn't mean for
I feel
any
like
of
the
this to
Volus,
happen.
every Volus you meet in these
I was
games is a
afraid
little
Corbin would
shit.
kill me to get the
Who's
data,
always
so
trying to
I-
like do a double
Well, I was
cross or try to
hoping
pull
you'd
one
take
over on
care
you.
of him.
I'm scanning the keepers for Shorban, but you two need to stop fighting.
You're helping us? But, well, if you say so. Well,
Alright, cool. I feel like this is one of those like tiny side quests that you do in this game and then nothing comes of it except it like comes back in 3 in some minor way, but in a way that only just gives you like more war points, war score, whatever the fuck it was called in that game. It's interesting how there are a lot of little things that are that come back in 3, going as far back as 1, but they're so like small. And it's like to the point where it's like, okay, it's neat that you acknowledged it, And that's kind of it.
I'm already getting readings. This is gonna make a great story. Thank you so much for your help. Here, this is everything I've got from my publisher's budget.
It was no problem. Good luck with your story.
I appreciate your support. I hope this will save some lives in the long run. Thanks again for your help. I'm gonna show this to my publisher.
So I just realized that like there are two reporters. There's a good reporter and a bad reporter in this game. You've got Khaleesi Binsini Al-Jalal, whatever, her, and she's like the bad reporter who's like just trying to get like a dirty tabloid scoop. And then you have Emily Wong, who's actually trying to do like real reporting, real sort of like, oh, uncovering corruption, uncovering criminal activity, uncovering like, you know, stuff like, oh, they're slipping up and letting the workers work too much and it's causing dangerous. That's something that like 12-year-old me would not have understood. Actually, wait, how old would I have been in this? I would have been like 13 or 14 probably when I first played this game. Okay, I think, oh my god, there's 21 keepers to scan? Holy shit. Where have I not like... They're probably everywhere. That might be something I do offline. I'll just go around and I'll scan all the creepers, all the keepers. It's not really the greatest content to go around just trying to find weird bug people and click on them. So I think that's it. We're back. We're gonna head back to the Normandy. And then we're gonna go to Noveria.
Logged. The commanding officer is aboard. Exo Presley stands relieved.
Message coming in.
Oh.
Patching it through.
Commander, Ms. Al-Jalani's story on you just aired. I don't agree with everything you said, but at least you got her on your side. I just hope it doesn't damage relations with the Council.
I'm not important enough for them to get hysterical over.
Well, that would have been true a few weeks ago, but now you're above most humans in their regard. Just wanted to let you know what the response was back home. I won't keep you any longer. Fifth Fleet out.
Thanks, Admiral Hackett. Admiral Hackett's a character that like shows up in this game a little bit, doesn't show up at all in 2, and then is like one of your main lines of contact in 3. At least I don't think he shows up in 2. I don't really remember. Noveria. You know, it's kind of dawning on me that if I do finish this game, I'm probably going to have to play through 2 and 3 again, right? Just for, like, completion's sake. It's like only playing 1/3 of the story, you know? God, the galactic map music in this game is just so fucking good. Noveria. Noveria is a small frozen terrestrial world, barely habitable by conventional definitions. It is privately chartered by the Noveria Development Corporation, who lease out labs to perform research too dangerous or controversial to be performed elsewhere. Given Noveria's unique situation, it is the source of many wild conspiracy theories. Colony founded 2163, 361,400 population, capital Port Hanshan. Orbital distance about the same distance as Earth and about the same orbital period. Day length 52, almost like twice as long. Almost over twice as long. Surface temperature -1°C. Ugh. Less gravity.
Approach control, this is the SSV Normandy, requesting a vector and a berth.
Normandy, your arrival was not scheduled. Our defense grid is armed and tracking you. State your business.
Citadel business. We got a Council Spectre aboard.
Landing access granted, Normandy. Be advised, we will be confirmed confirming identification on arrival. If confirmation cannot be established, your vessel will be impounded.
What a fun bunch. I think I'll take my next leave here.
Yeah, this is like corporate politics, the planet. Not a jolly place. Ooh, level up. Okay, what do we got? I want immunity. And I'm gonna put more points into Soldier and Spectre because that just gives overall good boost, good stat. I don't remember what level we ended the stream at, the first stream, but you can see I'm like level 16 now. I think I got like 5 or 6 levels. It's pretty easy to just like suck all the XP up in this game. Doing those like side missions and exploring like those empty planets gives you a lot of just easy XP. Okay, so we're gonna bring Tally, and then we're also gonna bring Liara because yes, we are going to bring Liara to. We're gonna bring Liara to kill her own mom.
Equalizing interior pressure.
Yes, Tally, you do have to kill your own mom. No, you have no way of getting out of this.
The commanding officer is ashore. XO Presley has the deck.
So what does immunity do exactly? I picked this and I forget what it does. Increases your armor's damage protection so you lose less health when you are hit. Essentially, it hardens your armor.
That's far enough.
I'm on important business.
This is an unscheduled arrival. I need your credentials.
No.
All you need to know is I have more credentials than you.
They plan to be trouble, ma'am.
I can't let you enter the port area without confirmation of your identity. Sergeant Sterling, secure their weapons.
It would not be wise to search for the Geth unarmed.
Nobody takes my weapon.
Charge and lock! We're authorized to use lethal force. You have to the count of 3 to surrender your weapons. 1, 2, 3.
Captain Matsuo, stand down!
Oh, it's Gianna Parasini.
We confirmed their identity. Spectres are authorized to carry weapons here, Captain.
You may proceed, Spectre. I hope the rest of your visit will be less confrontational. Parasini-san will meet you upstairs.
Behave yourself.
She's crooked, by the way. She's evil and, like, bad, so...
I am Gianna Parasini, assistant to Administrator Ananias. We apologize for the incident in the docking bay.
Someone piss in your security chief's coffee today?
She takes her job seriously. She is a valuable asset to the company.
Uh-huh.
One of my duties is orientation of new arrivals. Do you have any questions?
Has anyone unusual passed through here recently?
Unusual? And a sorry matriarch passed through a few days ago. Lady Benezia.
Benezia? She is here?
Passed through? Where is she now?
Benezia left for the Peak 15 research complex days ago. To the best of my knowledge, she's still there.
That's where I need to be then.
You'll need to ask Administrator Ananias for clearance to leave this port.
Understood. Can we go in now?
Of course. If you need any help, you can ask me at the Administrator's office.
So, Ananias is like a corrupt piece of shit.
I can't believe it.
And so you have to expose
I imagine
her.
you want to talk to me, Shepard. About my mother.
No, we don't. I trust you, Liara. You may not be military, but you're a part of my crew.
I saved you from a volcano.
Thank you, Shepard. That means
we are friends. Just gonna check something. 1 sec. Good. Yeah, just checking, making sure something was actually switched on that should be switched on. Cool. Squad members level up. Okay, Liara. More throw. Give it just her class. The class skills are usually pretty good to put points into, I find. Dash, basic robotic enemies, berserk, hacking, and what was the recharge time? That's pretty good. Increases the radius, increases tech explosion damage, increases shield capacity.
Welcome to Port Hanshan, the galaxy's most respected site for independent scientific research and development. For your own safety and to protect the privacy of others, you are required to obey any directions given by our security personnel. If you have questions or concerns, our friendly administrative staff is always available. Thank you, and enjoy your stay.
Elevators. Yes, elevators.
This one offers greetings.
You're so loud.
You are the Spectre that visits Port Hanshan.
Sure, whatever. This is a store, right?
Of course. This one apologizes.
Let's see, what do you got? Anything good? I don't have enough money. Oh, it's not. Titan 4. Better than mine, but the question is that does it look cooler than mine? The answer is probably no. Metagel upgrade? Yeah, I'll buy that.
This one...
Sure, whatever.
Of course.
Kinetic or incendiary rounds. Kinetic stabilizer. I don't know if it's worth buying shit like this.
This one
News travels fast.
Indeed, esteemed Spectre.
This is a side quest.
This one has procured a special item for a customer.
You want me to use my stuff?
That is not... This one... Please do not mention this. Is there...
Essentially, like, you now have to... You gotta go back to the fucking elevator. Gotta go back to... It's funny, because this actually is a, This quest is very similar to one in KOTOR. Just KOTOR 1. I couldn't remember if it was 1 or 2. In KOTOR, where whatever the planet is with the fucking underwater segment, I don't remember what it's called, with the fucking the aliens and the Kolto. There's a similar quest where it's like you need to go into the... Or am I confusing it with KOTOR 2? I don't remember now. But there's a similar quest where it's like, oh, there's like a controlled like shipping area, entry docking area, and you have to get, smuggle something in for a merchant or for someone. It's the worst kind of quest. It's literally like, okay, you just got here, you went up that elevator, and you talked to that merchant that is the first door on the right when you get up that elevator, and then he sends you all the way back. Oh. It was worse on the Xbox for certain, because the elevators, while not just also being like travel, the elevators are loading screens, and so you not only have to have this like physical elevator, but it could also take longer depending on how long it took to load, and goddamn, it took to, like, man. You spend 50 hours playing Mass Effect 1 on the Xbox 360, and maybe a good 5 of it is in elevators.
Greetings, Spectre. Have you brought the... This one promised compensation for services rendered. It
You're
humbly...
trying to make me laugh. You think I'm here to amuse you? To make funny, sputtering noises when you offer an insult instead of a reward.
No. This one would never... This one could raise the sum to 500 credits. That is...
Alright, thank
This
you.
one
Also
raise-
level up again. Holy shit. The levels in this game come quick. Sorry if I'm clicking through some of the dialogue, but like random shopkeeper side quest dialogue, I'm not too interested in listening to with like, you know, oh, I'm going to sit here and listen to it every single second of it. Nah, it's okay. Weapon damage. Fitness increases your health. Soldier. And just attack.
How can I help you?
I'd like to speak to Analeas.
One moment, please. Mr. Analeas?
Yes, what?
Commander Shepard is asking to see you, sir.
Right, fine, come in. You will excuse me if I don't stand up. I have no time to entertain refugees from that urban blight called Earth.
Funny thing about humans, we're pretty loyal to our homeworld.
My homeworld is clean. Poverty is non-existent. If you take some perverse pride in that overheated, acid-washed slum, that is your business. This greeting is a courtesy. I will only cooperate as required by the Executive Board. Businesses come here to avoid the second guessing of galactic law.
You think I'm a threat?
And I represent the second guessing of galactic law.
Just so we understand each other, I will not allow you to harass our clients.
Cat
This
got your
world
tongue
is
today?
private
I'm
property.
very tired.
I've heard an Asari matriarch is here. Benezia?
She arrived a few days ago, accompanied by a personal escort and some cargo. She's up at Peak 15.
I'd like to see her, immediately.
I'm afraid that you cannot. Peak 15 is a private facility in the Skadi Mountains. Regardless, there is a blizzard in the area. Shuttles are grounded and surface access has been cut off.
Surface access, you say?
Cut off, I said. The roads are not suitable for travel. Don't make an issue of this, Shepard.
Let him be stubborn, Shepard. I'm sure someone else here is willing to help us.
I have no more questions at
Good.
this time.
I received a dozen urgent messages while you dithered about.
God, what a giant asshole. Did you check out Vagrant Holiday? I did. I watched the video of him exploring the weird island. The man... I don't know. Like... The man just goes to like a closed off island and goes and explores a bunch of stuff with like nothing but a flashlight.
Mr. Analeas isn't the only one with a past elite.
I don't know.
You've never worked in the
Extreme
corporate world,
lack
have
of
you,
self-preservation.
Commander? You can't bludgeon through bureaucracy.
I can bludgeon pretty hard.
Talk to Lorik Keen. You should be able to find him at the hotel bar. Can't say more. Not within earshot of Mr. Analeas.
Talk to you later.
Very well.
Can't talk much since you are a Fed. Well, I'm just saying, like, that was like, it came close in that video. He's exploring the shut-off island. For context, it's like he's exploring this island that used to be like a prison, and there is still some sort of like prison facility there. And there's a lot of it is abandoned. And you're not supposed to be there. It's not open to the public. And he comes several times close to just, like, close to getting, you know, I don't know what they would book you with for that. Like, I don't know if that would be like a misdemeanor or a felony. Would that be I think it was a state facility, so it wouldn't be like a federal charge. But still, it's like, good God, man. And not to mention too all like the hazards. Like he goes into like places that are like filled with mold, and he's just like walking in there. And there's several times where he's like, I probably shouldn't be breathing this. It's like, yeah, no, you probably shouldn't. Interesting, truly interesting. I always think I'm a fan of urban exploration videos of people going into places that are crusty and old. It's interesting. It's very interesting, but it's one of those things where it's like, goddamn, that's dangerous.
The male human at the hotel bar? He's a sales rep for Binary Helix. His name is Rafael Vargas. I need you to speak with him.
Do you know who I am?
Everyone here knows who you are, Dullstone. That makes you ideal for my job. You are a known quantity, or so Vargas will think. He will assume you are here to investigate his company's dirty laundry. That will distract him from my real intentions.
Strange people skulking in corners have gotten me in trouble before.
I represent the Aramali City Council on Thessia. Our town is known for its biotic amp crafters.
What is your city's interest in Binary Helix? They do not manufacture amps.
Much of BH's work relates to biotics. There are rumors that the Noveria branch has flown in Asari biotics. Powerful ones. Commandos, to be specific. We want to assess any potential risk to Asari copyrights.
Fucking business planet. Business corporate shenanigan planet.
Or the Alliance. Discuss their military enhancement programs. Your real objective will be to distract him. I will give you a device that will crack into his personal wireless network. It will
So this
upload
quest is
variety of
essentially a
monitoring
conversation
viruses.
that has a
They will
series of
infiltrate
checks that if you don't
Binary
have
Helix
enough,
when he logs onto their
if you don't have enough Paragon Renegade, you can't do it.
Plan.
Or you can just tell on her.
Excellent.
Which is funny.
Here is the cracking device. You will know it is done when it beeps. I have assembled a dossier on Vargas. If you would like, I could brief you on his behavior patterns.
Tell me what you know about Vargas.
He is impatient with those who waste his time. I tried to get him distracted and off topic. He concluded I was not interested in his company's services. I noticed he has a tell. When a topic makes him nervous or uncomfortable, he has a tendency to rub the back of his neck. If you see that, press him on the subject. It may distract him enough to keep him talking.
I'll go see him now.
I hope to hear from you soon.
Conversation quest.
Afternoon. Sit down, have a drink. What can I do for you?
Are you Lorik Keene? I heard you might be able to help me.
You are the Spectre that just arrived, are you not? What can an old Turian like me possibly help you with?
I'm trying to find a way into the garage. I have places to go.
You need a pass. How fortuitous. I'm the manager of the local Synthetic Insights office. For the moment, at least. Mr. Analeus closed my office. He claims to be investigating reports of my corruption.
I don't know why his eyes are
Administrator is
bugging
an
out.
Interesting man. He's become quite wealthy since he took direct control of rents.
By rents, you mean bribes for Analeus.
Indeed. I acquired evidence of Analeus's actions. His hired goons are ransacking my office to find it. I suspect your goal lies outside this port. Mr. Analeus would be disinclined to let you wander. If you recover the evidence from my office, I will give you my garage pass, as well as a sum of credits.
Okay.
That sounds like a fair trade.
Violence against Mr. Analeus's thugs may be necessary. He has members of Hanshan's security team searching my offices. He's paying them under the table. Miss Matsuo is unaware of their outside employment.
If he's paying them under the table, they're mercenaries. I can kill mercenaries.
Excellent. Here is my pass into our offices. It will
Everyone's so
activate the
excellent,
The
perfect.
evidence is on my office computer. This OSD
Kill all of
contains
them.
an encryption key to access it. Slide it into the drive and it will auto-execute. Oh, and do try to keep bloodstains off the carpets, would you?
What sort of office? Good. I don't think I'm
Have a great night. Thank you. I will.
They'd only write them
Have a
down
good
on
night
things.
yourself.
Can I help you?
Mr. Vargas? Commander Shepard, Systems Alliance Military. I understand you work for Binary Helix.
That's correct. Rafael Vargas, sales. Were you interested in our services?
I might be. That depends on what sort of offer your company can make.
It was my understanding that the Alliance contracted to Mars Gene for its enhancement programs.
Mr. Vargas, I'm here to talk business with you. If you'd rather speculate on politics, I can visit another Gen Eng firm.
You have my full attention, Shepard. I'm merely getting a handle on my negotiating position.
I like this guy's hair.
First, the boilerplate disclaimer. No genetic enhancement is guaranteed to take. We can maximize the odds, but every strand of DNA is unique. Our patented techniques can provide an 8% improvement in adrenal response, 12% faster clotting, and a measurable decrease in ZG muscle degeneracy.
Mars Gene's clotting enhancement improves speed by 16%.
Ah, I see you've done some research. That's their official claim. However, we believe they cherry-picked their sample to show optimum results. The numbers we provide are strict mathematical averages. I can get you those improvements for 30k credits per head.
He rubbed the back of his
for
neck.
For a bulk order, I can work in a sensory enhancement package. Guaranteed
That's his towel.
20/15 vision and hearing from 12 to 22,000 hertz.
Are you sure that's the best price you can offer?
Absolutely. That's the standard rate. Of course, if the government moves forward with this on an official level, there might be some additional discounts. I have to admit, it surprised me that you were here for business. There are many development projects on Noveria, some not entirely legal.
I wear a lot of hats, Mr. Vargas. Some days I shut down criminals, some days I defuse nukes, some days I like to enjoy private vices. You understand me?
I suppose. My apologies. Your manner is rather informal for a business meeting.
Sounds like my crew needs me for something. I'll be in touch.
Of course, Commander Shepard. We look forward to hearing from the
Hey.
Alliance.
I don't get to do any... I'm actually surprised I did that without all the fucking skill checks.
Any results?
Your toy did its job.
Excellent. I will transfer 500 credits to your account.
More.
I could easily call Mr. Vargas and tell him what I just did.
Did I say 500 credits? I meant 750. Good day, Spectre.
It is fun. You can actually just call her out, too. You can go straight up to Vargas and be like, hey, she's a bitch. She's trying to spy on you, and then you can tell him to fuck off. Or I don't know what actually happens. I don't know, like, what the end result of that is. I think... I don't know. It doesn't matter. Side quest. I don't think that ever comes up again. Alright, let's go. We gotta go to a place and shoot up a bunch of security officers, corrupt security officers. I don't think I've ever been upstairs in this bar. I don't think there's a point.
I'm sorry. The hotel is off. Don't hang up. Elder brother, it's me. I'm on Noveria now. I can't
Who the
talk
fuck are
long.
you?
This call is coming.
I don't think I've ever spoken to this character in this video game ever.
It's real time from
Beat it.
Okay, never mind. Synthetic inside security disabled. Yeah, if you do things like that, you could, like, that was in one of those side missions. It's like, oh, go to this random planet in this random system and warn this random person. Again, not something that's like the most engaging side mission. I'll say that about most of these games, is that it gets a little better in 2 and 3. Probably a lot better in 2 and 3, but a lot of the side stuff is not as especially in this, a lot of the side stuff is not that engaging. Like the side quests, like some of them are neat, but like most of them are kind of just like, they feel like very, very much just like, work, busy work. 2 and 3, especially 2, like the major bulk of like the side stuff in 2 is the companion quests. And with the DLC characters, there are 12 companion quests. They're sort of loyalty missions that you need to do, and that's the bulk of them, and each of them is like, for the most part, pretty good, from what I remember. Really sort of trying to like focus on the character and get you to know them and understand them and try to bond them to your side. And the interesting thing is that a lot of them, maybe not a lot, but a couple of them you can actually fuck up. Like you can, based on your choices, you can actually fuck up the loyalty mission and the character will not actually be loyal to you, which risks them dying in the finale. There are way too many characters. It's so weird. There's so many companion characters in 2, and it's insane because there's only 2 slots for it's still 3-man teams. So it's just nonsense how many.
Freeze! Hanshan security. This office is sealed.
What do you do if I don't?
You're the Spectre, right? Laura Keene is under investigation.
Ananias is paying you to shake this place down. That makes you a criminal. I can kill criminals.
You're bluffing.
How do you rate your confidence in that? 90th percentile? Is a 10% chance of death acceptable?
He ain't paying me enough to take on Spectres or Alliance troops or whatever. How about this? You pretend you didn't see us, we'll pretend we didn't see you.
Classic. And that only gets rid of those 2, and there's still a bunch of other ones in here who are more than willing to shoot at you. You fuck.
Go, go, go!
Oh no, Tally. Tally, no. Oh, there she goes. Alright. Alright, they show up and they're like, well, I guess this town ain't big enough for the both of us.
I don't think you're supposed to be in here, Shepard.
Do you plan on making me leave?
Leave? You think I'm gonna let you walk out? Ananias would throw you off-world for what you did here. I won't. You know what we did to cop killers on my world?
You're here off-duty breaking the law for bribe money. You expect us to feel bad for stopping you?
If you want to fight, I'll give you one.
You talk the talk, see if you walk, break your legs.
that's that done. Back to the guy. Another one of these side missions. Off-stream quests is what those are. Chemical rounds, radioactive rounds, 25% damage versus organics. Sure. I feel like I picked up more than that.
Commander, there have been reports of noise from the Synthetic Insights office. Would you know anything about it?
Of course not. Why would I?
Don't play me, Shepard. Meet me at the hotel for a drink before you talk to Keen. I'll be waiting.
She wants you to persuade the dude to testify against Annihilus. Elevators, space elevators. God. You'd think they would have made faster elevators in like 21, whatever it is.
Allow me to reintroduce myself. Parasini, Noveria Internal Affairs.
What do you want?
The Executive Board knows about Annihilus' corruption. I've been undercover for 6 months. I want you to convince Keen to testify before the Board. With his evidence, this planet can run profitably again.
If your Executive Board loses a few million credits, it's not my problem. I have my own mission.
Yes, fate of billions and all that. I couldn't possibly understand how important your work is. You help my investigation, I'll provide whatever you need. Favor for a favor.
In the long run, it is better to remove the source of the problem.
Look, Shepard, I don't like this either. You Spectres play fast and loose with the law. That's bad for business.
I'll consider it and get back to you.
If you have any love for the law, you'll talk to Keen for me. Don't disappoint me. You know where I work. Come talk to me when you change your mind.
What sort of offer can I make you?
Good. I don't think...
Always a pleasure, Spectre. Any news on that matter I asked you to look into?
Testify.
I finished the job, but an internal affairs investigator contacted me. She wants you to testify against Annihilus.
Now that you have my property, you want to dictate how I use it. I have no interest in a public spectacle.
If necessary, yes. Do what I tell you to, or Annihilus will find what he's looking for.
It is good to have all our cards on the table. I regret that you have a better hand. Very well, I will testify.
25 renegade
Make
for that.
whatever arrangements you need with your contact. I will wait here.
It's fine. There's a good, interesting line he says, where if you say to him, just say like goodbye, like you want to talk to him later. The line Shepard says is like, "I'll let you go now," and then he says something like, "Let you go? Do humans consider conversation a form of like entrapment, a form of like imprisonment?" I always remember that line. That was a huge bunch of renegade points for that. Look at the renegade bar now. It went up like 2 ticks. like a tick and a half or something. Again, I do appreciate that the Renegade Paragon in these games, for the most part, is not just a good evil bar. Like, the way that it works there with that check is that, you know, Renegade, or like Paragon, you try to appeal to his sense of justice and his own sort of maybe like a little bit of his vanity by saying like, you'll be a hero, you'll be doing the right thing, and that's the good thing, is to do the right thing. Where with the Renegade, you essentially strong arm him. You say like, you either do this or I'm going to give it to the person you don't want it, that you don't want to see it. It's neat.
Spectre.
Both
have you
end up
given any
having
more
the same
consideration to
objective
my offer?
of convincing this guy to testify, but you do it in a different way.
It took some persuasion, but Keen has agreed to testify.
That's a world of stress off my back. I'll take the evidence for safe transport. I didn't think you'd help me, being a Spectre and all. I guess some of you can be alright.
That's some gratitude you got there.
Sorry, I'm used to having my guard up. When people find out I'm internal affairs, they treat me like a traitor. While you were working on Keen, I got you a garage pass. Be careful up there. I have an arrest to make. Wish I had time to change into something easy to move in. I hate skirts.
This is an outrage. I'll see that you never work in this sector again.
Yeah, get a move on.
You, Shepard! I demand you place this bitch under arrest!
You have the right to remain silent. I wish to God you'd exercise it. See you around the galaxy, Commander. I owe you a beer.
She does actually come back in 2 and does give you the beer. It's weird. I think she's one of the few characters who doesn't get a follow-up in 3. You see her in 2, and you help her again, then she gets you a beer. I don't know if you help her again or if you just talk to her, but regardless, she pays you off. Haha, I got you the beer I owed you. And I don't think she shows up in 3, which is weird, because a lot of minor characters show up in 1, 2, and 3. A lot of characters show up in 3 from 1. If I do play all 3 of these games, I will point out when I can, like, hey, look, this is a reference to the thing we did in the first game or the second game. As much of a mess that a lot of,
I heard the administrator's been arrested.
He was corrupt.
So what can I do for you?
Okay.
You need
a lot of
I'll be here.
a lot of little things are neat in these games. They did take a, like, in the third game where it's like, hey, that's a cool little callback to the thing from 2 or the thing from 1.
Access to the garage is restricted.
I have authorization. Excuse me.
Yes, that's genuine. Drive safely. The weather's supposed to be pretty bad out in the Alutsk Valley.
And then we go in here and we get attacked by a bunch of Geth. Because somehow they didn't notice Matriarch Benezia bringing in a bunch of Geth. Apparently they don't have X-ray machines in 2200 or whatever.
I'd say these are what the matriarch had in the crates.
Actually, wait. Overload. Lol. Oh, right, you can do this. And you can take the turret and you can go pew 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 pew. Don't really need to. That fight isn't that hard.
What did you do here, Commander?
The Geth ambushed us. We fought back. That's it.
Geth, you expect me to... Where did they come from?
If I were
I feel like this security chief is like in over her head. She doesn't know that like her half of like a good chunk of her own soldier security officers
There
are
were no power sources, no
are corrupt.
If
She
the
didn't know
Neslia
there was a
Somers
bunch of
containers were
fucking
packed with these things,
geth in crates.
there are many more out there.
We may be seeing a lot more of these things in the coming months.
For 3 centuries, everyone has said the Geth don't come out of the Veil. What is happening out there?
The same thing that happens to all species, Captain. Evolution.
I must report to the executive board. If word gets out about loose Geth, there may be an investor panic.
Yeah, blame the Quarians for this. Tungsten round, high explosive. What does tungsten rounds do? That would probably be useful. We're gonna fight. Well, we're gonna fight some Geth and some non-Geth, so we're gonna fight a lot of both. Yeah, high explosive 3, high explosive 4. For grenades. Alright, so we're gonna head off to the big spooky research facility. Hopefully nothing bad happens. I'm gonna quickly use the bathroom before I do that though. BRB. Okay. Oh boy, another Mako section. You know, it's not a wonder why these sections didn't make it into the other games. There's not no vehicle sections in the other games. Like, I don't remember 3 too well, but I know there's some in 2, but it's contained to a DLC, and it's very minor. Guessing that's too far out. have literally no idea what you're typing in chat. I'm going to assume that's spam because it looks like it. Okay. I don't even know what that was. Ignore that. That was weird. Someone just like started yelling in chat in all caps like a bunch of things that I have no idea what they are. Oh, okay. Yeah, they have this cutscene on like every planet because depending on which order you do, this could be your first time seeing one of those things, and so they want you to know what the fuck that is. Like, oh, show it off.
I'm on my way.
When someone comes into the channel, regardless if it's Twitch or YouTube, and they're like a first-time chatter, I always have a bit of like a heart attack where I'm like, oh no, is this going to be someone who's like gonna spam crazy shit? Because it's happened before. Or is it like, okay, spam crazy shit is my most like feared thing. My next one, I don't really fear this one, but it's just kind of annoying. It's like, are you a bot? Are you just trying to like, you can spam like ads, do something like that? At least the ones, the bots who just straight up are like, I am a bot, you know, like go here for views. Those ones aren't too annoying because it's just like, whatever, it's just a fucking robot. But the ones who, I don't know if they're bots or if they're actually people, I don't know which one would be worse, where they're like, oh, hello. They immediately show up, they immediately hit follow, and they're like, oh, hello, I'm here because, oh, I love your stuff. Oh, do. And then I'm like, uh-huh. And then they immediately, they either do one of two things. It's weird. They try to shill like whatever they're trying to sell. Be it sometimes it's art, sometimes it's like, oh, I do, you know, popularization for services for fucking streamers to make you more popular. Or it'll also be like, oh, come join my Discord. I'm like, no, I'm not joining random person's Discord. I don't like Discord really. I try to use Discord as little as I can. It's unfortunate that if you spend any time on the internet, a lot of people, like a lot of forums for stuff, it's like games don't have forums anymore, they have Discords. So you want to talk about a game, you gotta go to the Discord. You want to fucking submit a bug report about a game, you gotta go to the Discord. But like other than that, I don't like using it. So no, I'm not gonna go to your random fucking Discord. I remember this road being much more treacherous. Ooh. Better pistole, kind of. Less accuracy, but better damage and... Yeah. Ooh, better sniper rifle. Take that as well. No, I didn't mean to do that. Shit. Calibrate barrel, heatsink, heatsink, heatsink. Okay, level up. What level are we? 19. I don't remember what the level cap is for this. I'm gonna guess it's 50. Here we fucking go. That's not what I wanted to do. Tally. What? Liara immediately on the ground in the dirt. Wanna singularity those guys? Liara? Krogans and they're regenerating health.
User alert. All Peak 15 facilities have suffered a great deal of damage. Biohazard materials present throughout facility. Virtual intelligence user interface offline.
Virtual intelligence. Did we level up? We leveled up again. Jesus. Always put points into your Intimidate or your Charm. Whichever one you choose. gonna start putting in points into pistol just to unlock shotguns. The shotguns will come in handy. Ablative coating, armor plating, damage protection, better damage protection, shield modulator, better shield, smash damage, physics threshold. That's not bad. 10 shield, 10 mobile accuracy, 10 cooldown reduction, kinetic buffer. You guys want a better pistol? Tali can use a pistol and a shotgun, so she can take that one. There we go.
Why are the turrets facing the wrong way?
They want to keep their people in as much as they want to keep others out.
No conversation? No one has anything to say? Okay, elevator in silence then. Is this where we get introduced to them? Oh, not yet. Still some Gath first. Now we get introduced to them.
Animals? Wind? This place is in bad shape.
No, actually, ancient bug aliens. God, I fucking hate these things.
Xenobiology is not my field. Maybe someone in the labs knows.
You know, when I didn't know this, since I didn't know what that it existed as a child, there's a little bit of like a thing going on here, where it's like research facility, cold, weird bug alien thing. There's whiffs of it here. Doo-doo. They do good. They do give good XP. We're almost leveled up already. Those little guys gave me 400 XP. Holy shit.
A backup power system, Shep.
Critical startup error. Virtual intelligence user interface offline. Manual boot required.
Oh god, I think we have to play Towers of Hanoi. Yeah, I remember this. So what you can do here, you can do manual reactivation or pour in 100 Omni Gel. Yes. I'm not doing Towers of Hanoi.
It looks like you're trying to restore this facility. Would you like help?
How do I shut this thing up?
This system is monitored to respond to the name Mira. May I ask your name?
Commander Shepard. I work for the Citadel's Special Tactics and Reconnaissance.
One moment, please. Council authority confirmed. You are entitled to secure access of all systems. Please note that queries relating to corporate secrets require privileged access. Privileged access is only available to Binary Helix executives. This system is ready to process queries. You may access me at any holographic interface within Peak 15.
I need to find Matriarch Benezia.
Lady Benezia departed on the passenger tramway to the Rift Station subsidiary labs. User alert. The tramway system is currently inoperable.
You essentially have to repair 3 different systems before you can get out of here.
What systems are down?
One moment, please. Diagnostics in progress. Critical failure. Main reactor shut down in accordance with emergency containment procedures. Manual restart required. Critical failure. Landline connections are disabled. Passenger tram systems are offline. Report complete. Do you have an additional system status query?
That's all I need right now.
Very well, Commander. Logging you out. User alert. Main reactor shut down in accordance with emergency containment procedures. Manual restart required. User alert. Landline connections are now exiting to the roof. User alert. Landline connections are disabled.
I hope you like hearing that AI talk, because you're going to hear a lot of it during this next couple minutes. User connection.
Enemy contact.
User alert. Main reactor shut down in accordance with emergency containment procedures. Manual restart required.
Rip Liara.
User alert. Landline connections are disabled. Passenger trams are offline. Online.
No, I think it's like there's just like a button here you have to hit.
Logging you out.
Do I actually have to talk to her and say, like, how do I reset this?
Online. How? When emergency protocols were... I'm sorry, but I need a
The creatures we...
I'm sorry, Commander.
That's all I need.
Very
right
well, Commander. Logging you out. Online.
What are the land...
When emergency
How do I reconnect?
The router for the landlines is on the roof.
Turn off the heat and hope the cold puts whatever you've unleashed.
What do I need
The
to
valves to the helium-3... Very well,
Right,
Commander.
there we go.
Logging you out.
Oh, there we go. Landlines restored. Quiet elevator ride. Silence. Dead silence. No one wants to talk.
User alert. Main reactor shut down in accordance with emergency containment procedures. Manual restart required.
That's the last of them.
Now entering main reactor. User alert.
Main reactor shut down in accordance with emergency containment procedures. Manual restart required. Tell me something I don't know.
User alert. Main reactor shut down in accordance with emergency containment procedures. Manual restart required.
Hostile spotted.
Yeah, you're right. Stop moving, you little shit.
User alert. Main reactor
my
shut
God,
down
I know.
in accordance with emergency containment procedures. Manual restart required. Nothing else up here? Why is Tally using an assault rifle? Why are Liara using an assault rifle when they have no skills for
The AG3 fuel lines cut.
User alert. Main reactor.
Yay, we completed repairs.
Negative contacts, Commander.
I think you know what it is? That one cutscene that happened where the Rachni first show up, it switches their weapons for the cutscene, and it actually just switches their weapons. So they were both equipped to the assault rifle, even though they have no training for it. Liara is a biotic. She can only use pistols, and Tali can only use pistols or shotguns. That is something that is actually fixed in the other games. Where just NPCs, like your party members, don't actually have any of the weapons they can't use. They only have just equipped what they can use. It's a weird thing that you could have equipped weapons you have no skill in, and therefore you can't use for shit. No, I think we can. Yeah, we can go now. The trams are on, I think. Does it say how much shield every character has? No, it doesn't. I don't know if it does, because like one of her her shield capacity is increased with her electronic skill. So Tali, you can see she has like 5 little pips of shield in the bottom right, left even.
Now entering decontamination and transit hub.
And Liara has barrier, so it's fine.
Loose contaminants in the decontamination chamber.
Me, I'm kind of just hoping that soldiers have health regen and also ways of making themselves like a tougher. So I'm just gonna bulk health instead of shields.
They are locked in.
God damn.
Connections restored. That's all I need. Very well, Commander. Logging you out.
Engaging target.
Loosen them. They're in. Can't escape. The tunnel's down.
Ugh.
It's over.
Alright, we have shotguns. Alright, we have at least a little skill in with every kind of weapon now. Might put some more points into Spectre training next, and Soldier and health and fitness, because fitness just boosts your health like crazy. Also, immunity is pretty good. Immunity allows you to just tank damage. All right, squad members have points too.
Departing Central Station. Destination, Rift Station. Now arriving at Rift Station, Binary Helix Research Facility.
I'm trying to remember. So there's like a bunch of little side quests you can do here, or you can just kind of go towards the main quest. Also, there's a lot of elevators. I don't know how I had the patience for this as a kid.
Stand down. Sorry, we couldn't be sure what was on the tram.
I take it you've encountered those things.
Encountered, fought, seen men ripped apart by. We're all working on stims. Look, you're human and that's enough that I won't shoot, but I'd like to know who you are.
My name's Shepard. I'm a Spectre.
Huh. I won't look a heavily armed horse in the mouth. The aliens overran the hot labs last week. Only Han Olar got out, and he ain't all there anymore. The first we knew, the bastards were clawing into my command post. We had a lot more staff then.
We've never seen anything like them. What do you know?
I'm no xenobiologist. They're fast, vicious, and there's a hell of a lot of them. The board sent an Asari to clean up the mess. She went to the hot labs yesterday. We haven't heard from her since.
Benezia. Is she still over there?
I don't know. I don't see what one person could do.
A matriarch has the skill to keep herself alive for a long time.
There's an emergency elevator out by the trams. This card will let you activate it. It can take you down to the hot labs. Oh, and if you need any first aid, Dr. Cohen's downstairs in the med bay.
I've got work to do.
Yeah, I hear that. Hell! Man the perimeter!
Go, go, go! Go, go, go.
Go, go, go!
Go, go, go.
All clear.
Uncertain. I welcome you.
It seems I've been caught up in it.
Sympathetically.
Okay, now this guy's
forced cheer.
This guy has like a little store.
Nervous, regretfully.
So let's see what he's got. It's 80,000 credits.
What?
You seem less upset about this situation than the others.
That is one of the virtues of the meditation you interrupted.
I remember that she's evil, actually. She's one of the commandos, and she's bad. If you do another quest, she goes, brr.
What? No! Sorry. I haven't had much sleep since the attack. Yeah, is there something you need?
How are you holding up?
Okay, whatever.
Remember to report any suspicious noises.
What do you want?
Were they attacked by the aliens?
They're suffering from a toxin. There was an accident. I have a non-disclosure agreement. I shouldn't discuss it with anyone outside of the company.
But you're going to, because I might be able to help.
I'd like to think that the company finds our lives more valuable than their secrets. You know Mira, the VI for Peak 15? She handles the safety protocols for our experiments here.
Makes sense. She seems to regulate everything else up here.
We lost the connection to Mira in the middle of an experiment and the quarantine failed. These three were exposed to a toxin, something we were working on.
I need full cooperation if I'm gonna help. Do you want these people to live? If not, I'll walk out of here.
No, wait. It's a bioweapon. Based on an exotic life form discovered on the frontier. They wanted something that could kill the creature. But there was no profit in something that kills one species on the frontier. We kept working on it and adapted it to
Oh, that's a
more
smart
species.
idea.
Thoros B is highly infectious, but can't pass from one person to another, like a biowar attack without a pandemic spread.
Do you imagine that distinction makes this ethical?
Militaries, governments, they'll get this kind of weapon one way or another, and we're trying to limit the damage. I know you can't see that.
You made this, but can't cure it. Don't you people take notes?
Our first priority was getting it working.
So now Shepard has to play scientist and make a fucking cure for a bioweapon.
Our notes and equipment are locked in the quarantine labs. Captain Ventralis doesn't want to risk more contamination.
I'll talk to him. What will it
take? Once you're in there,
okay, right.
I hope you can do something.
Go talk to Captain, and then the Captain gives me the permission, and then I go back down to the thing. I do the thing.
Thanks for the help.
They all...
I don't know. Something you need?
I've heard about the problems in the
God,
port.
I wish we could help those guys. I really do, but we can't risk contamination now.
If we survive, your employers will want a report from me. I wonder how much...
All right, you want to gamble with your life?
Thank you.
Great. We'll be stuck.
I'll radio ahead to let the... You and
Lets
me
you into
both.
the quarantine. Where's that go? Guard barracks. Got anything I can steal? Yes, actually. Fucking elevators. It's always an elevator. Everything's a fucking elevator to an elevator to an elevator. At least in Mass Effect 2, they just did away with these elevators and just put a loaded screen in. It's the same thing, but it feels less tedious.
You're not part of the crew.
Call me Shepard. I'm a spy.
Look, Plague doesn't care who you are. This lab is under quarantine. What do you want?
I have Ventralis' permission.
Yeah. You got a death wish? You should stand watches on the barricade.
This is how you make cures for bioweapons, by the way.
Your mission ends here, Shepard.
I thought she seemed odd.
She's surrounded by Geth and pointing a gun at us. Shoot her!
Good call.
You're not as stupid as you look. Weapons free!
Why did I put my weapon away? Oh, Liara actually made the good call and used Singularity.
Negative contact, Shepard.
Not paying attention.
She killed the guard, Shepard. Just for being...
They came out of there.
That door's locked. How can I get in?
A team lead would have access.
Okay.
Yeah.
I gotta save more. I've been playing so many games recently where not saving frequently has fucked me over.
Is that the cure? You did it?
I was ambushed in the lab you sent me to. If you set me up...
You were attacked? I don't know anything about that. I hate conflict. I've never even fired anyone. I have my receptionist do it. Look, the guards, they've been more on edge since you got here. I think they were expecting you. And there are more labs in the back. The guards won't even let me back there. Just people with clearance.
What about the maintenance area? Do you have access to that?
The maintenance area? Yes. Take my pass. But there's just snow back there. Let me see that file. An extension on Phelps' work? I thought he was on the right track. I can't thank you enough that... Oh, God, what a cliché. You saved their lives, do you know that?
And I almost lost mine. Thanks is all I get? We need to be at peak to fight those aliens. Give us some Metagel.
Of course. Here.
I don't even need Medigel. I just asked him for him.
Trollis wanted them saved for his people. I need to administer this.
Yay. Oh, give me a lot of Paragon. No. I want more Renegade. Let me be eviler. Not really evil, but... I think there's another quest we can do down in this way. Maybe? Or maybe I don't know. I'm forgetting. Is this the right? Did I go the right way? Yes, this is what I was thinking of. I remember this. Dr. Yaroslav Tartakovsky. Yeah.
Are you here to secure the situation?
If by secure you mean shoot every monster I see, sure.
I am certain you are having strong feelings. But what has happened here, it is our fault. You understand?
I understand that we'll be dead soon. Talk fast.
Binary Helix found an egg. It was on a derelict ship, thousands of years drifting. This was Rachni's ship. Inside they find many eggs in cryogenic suspension.
They brought it here to wake it up?
Binary Helix planned to clone Rachni, mass-produce them.
Wow, what
create
fucking
an army.
idiots.
But when they get here, they find this egg is not a common Rachni. It is a queen. After she lays eggs, they move her to Rift Station. They are thinking that without her, they can raise the babies to be obedient.
This is fascinating, but we don't have time to chat.
These Rachni are beyond saving. It is a sad thing, but they must be euthanized. I am thinking that the neutron purge must be set off.
How do we set off the purge?
Arming controls are nearby. All you do is insert the key. Then I will give Mira destruct.
And he's dead. This guy also has a funny line of dialogue if you end conversation with him. He says something along the lines of, "My mother always said I would meet a bad end."
All clear.
Connecting. I have full access to the facility.
Activate the neutron purge.
I'm sorry, but I can't do that without...
Code input 875020.
Verify.
So now you have to get out of here.
All clear.
And I think that's it for like other little things. I think we can head out to confront Benezia now, and that's the end of Noveria. Where'd everybody go? Oh, does everyone like evacuate if you do all that? No.
I'm sorry about this, Shepard. We've got orders from Venezia. Open fire!
Oh, I don't remember this at all.
You must die!
When is there a way to get through this not doing that? I guess this is more XP. Wait, what? Where are we going? Secure lab? Is that where we're going? More side quest missions, more off-stream stuff, because it's not really that interesting. Oh fuck, this is it. Oh right, here we go.
You do not know the privilege of being a mother. There is power
Matriarch Bresnesia, as someone mentioned last stream, or called them last stream.
Her children were to be ours, raised to hunt and slay Saren's enemies. I won't be moved by sympathy, no matter who you bring into this confrontation.
Liara's here because she's a member of my crew.
Indeed. What have you told her about me, Liara?
What could I say, Mother? That you're insane? Evil? Should I explain how to kill you? What could I say?
Have you faced an Asari commando unit before? Few humans have.
There's obviously no peaceful way to settle this.
Indeed.
Da 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 da. Now for this quote unquote boss fight. So the way I do it is I just go over here. And you just like kind of hide here because Bresnesia can't hit you with her biotics here, I'm pretty sure. And you just have to kill all the commandos. Bresnesia's power level is her ability to open doors. I keep feeling I have grenades. Look, she's getting weaker opening doors. Done. That was the boss fight.
This is not over. Saren is unstoppable. My mind is filled with his light. Everything is clear.
I expected better from Asari commandos.
I will not betray him. You will. You must listen. Saren still whispers in my mind. I can fight his compulsions. Briefly, but the indoctrination is strong.
How can he compel you? He's not even here.
People are not themselves around Saren. You come to idolize him, worship him.
The indoctrination.
You would do anything for him. The key is Sovereign, his flagship. It is a dreadnought of incredible
Notice how they even
size,
put
and its
veins in
power
her
is
boobs? Like you can see the
extraordinary.
veins in her boobs. Wow. Devs, okay, we're designing this character. Let's make her have the lowest cut, the most exposed dress possible, and also put boob veins.
The ship that attacked Eden Prime? I didn't think anything that size could land on a planet.
It has a very powerful Mass Effect drive, but that is not Sovereign's true power. The longer you stay aboard, the more Saren's will seems correct. You sit at his feet and smile as his words pour into you. It is subtle at first. I thought I was strong enough to resist. Instead, I became a willing tool, eager to serve. He sent me here to find the location of the Mu relay. Its position was lost thousands of years ago.
Tell me where the Mu gate is before I lose my temper.
Of course, Commander.
Doesn't she just, like, fall over dead?
I transcribed the data to an OSD. Take it, please.
Oh no, she goes evil again, and then we have to shoot her, right?
Coordinates is not enough. Do you know where he planned to go from there?
Saren wouldn't tell me his destination. But you must find out quickly. I transmitted the coordinates to him before you arrived. You have to stop me. I can't. His teeth are at my ear. Fingers on my spine. You should... Oh, you should...
Mother, don't leave. Fight him.
Nope.
You've always made me proud, Liara.
We have to shoot your mom now.
Die. I cannot go on. You will have to stop him, Shepard.
First you turn on the Council, now on Saren. You're not loyal to anything, are you?
I suppose that is how history will know me.
I'm gonna be honest, Maria Sirtis not given the best voice performance for this character.
I will see you again with the dawn.
If you want a good example of former TNG cast members doing good voice performances, check out XCOM 2 War of the Chosen. Half of the fucking cast of fucking TNG is in that game. Matriarch Boobnesia, Breastnesia. Your boobs will be missed. Oh, now we gotta deal with the Rachni Queen.
This one serves as our voice. We cannot sing. Not in these low spaces. Your musics are colorless.
We filled you with enough plasma to pop a tank.
This vessel is at the edge. Yet she struggles.
Just using the almost dead corpse to puppet as a puppet.
We are breathing on the embers. We are the mother. We sing for those left behind. The children you thought silenced. We are Rachni.
So I just decided to look this up because I'm curious, and it's such a case of you can't actually win with this.
I didn't come here to talk to bugs.
If you let the Rachni Queen go, the Council will be like, why did you do that? Why did you let the Rachni go? They could be a threat in years. If you kill the Rachni, the Council goes, why did you kill the last of the species? How dare you? Even the Turian guy saying if humans like taking or genociding other species.
Strong enough
Holy
to kill
shit,
anything, no
game.
matter its biology. They wouldn't have installed that if they weren't afraid of the consequences of her getting loose.
They made a mistake. They let the Krogan go too far. This is a chance for us to atone. She has done nothing to us.
Your companions hear the truth. You have the power to free us, or return our people to the silence of memory.
I won't destroy your entire race. You'll go free.
You will give us the chance to compose anew? We will remember. We will sing of your forgiveness to our children.
This is actually like a good ending for them. Ugh, Paragon. Gross. No, I need more renegade. I need to be meaner. All this game proves is that it's hard to be mean in these games. And that, boys and girls, ladies and germs, is Noveria completed. Only took 2 hours. Two and a quarter hours. Let's be fair. Was I just like, you know what? It's funny. It's not, maybe it wasn't I was slow as a kid playing these games or I wasn't very good. That might be it. Maybe it was just the loading screens in the original. Because they were longer, because playing this on a 360 with a hard drive and like a half a gig of RAM at most. Man. Like sometimes those elevator rides in like the Citadel took like 20 seconds a pop, maybe even longer.
What's our next move, Commander? Head for the Mu Relay?
The Mu Relay could link to dozens of systems. Unless we know exactly where Saren's going, we'd just be wasting our time.
The Commander is right. We cannot rush off blind. We still need to learn more about Saren.
Who put you in charge? Did the Commander resign when I wasn't looking?
I won't be a puppet for the Asari.
I didn't mean to put it like that.
Here. Understood?
Forgive me, Commander. I was only trying to help.
Crew, dismissed.
Noveria report is away, Commander. You want me to patch it through to the Council?
Oh, please, I want the Council to make fun of me or to fucking be an asshole, regardless of my options
Is this
or
report
choices.
accurate, Commander? You found Rachni on Noveria?
And then released the Queen. Do you have any idea what you've done? How many generations until they overrun the galaxy?
3? Now 4.
This is no joke, Commander. The Rachni were one of the greatest threats the galaxy ever faced.
All I care about is stopping Saren. The Rachni don't matter.
The mission must always come first. Just be aware
This
that
is an
your
example of
actions
this
can
not
have
having far-reaching consequences, even into the
We'll
third
be waiting
game.
for your next report, Commander.
Is this about the time that I think something should happen when I interact with the galactic map. The galactic map. Or not, maybe not. This mod I am using to fix fixes. There's a big fix mod I have that fixes a lot of fixes a lot of bugs. And one of them it does is that it makes the mission timings different, so you don't automatically get offered Vermeer until you are done with all 3 of the main sort of first missions, rescuing Liara, Noveria, and Pharaohs. This one here, I think this is the DLC that really wasn't good, that nobody talks about, that was also a pain in the ass to install. It's called Bring Down the Sky, and I've only ever played it once, and I will play it. Maybe not tonight, though. We get a thing. This DLC, I don't know, it wasn't... Nobody really talks about it. I don't know if it even has any consequences in any of the other games. Also, it was a pain in the butt to install. Since I have the Steam version of this game, it doesn't come on Steam. But you can get it for free. But I had to do some fuckery, and I had to even spoof the key for it to actually install. It was a fucking
Commander,
pain in the butt.
urgent message from Alliance Command coming in. I'll patch it through.
Shepard, this is Admiral Hackett from Alliance Command. We've got a situation here, and you're the only one that can handle it.
How come every time there's a problem, you end up running to me?
You're a Spectre, Shepard. And this isn't some run-of-the-mill mission. There's an Alliance training ground where we test weapons and technology and live fire simulations. One of the VIs we use to simulate enemy tactics in the drills is no longer responding.
This is this mission.
Commands. It's gone rogue.
Just tell me how to stop it, Admiral.
We need you to fight your way through the training ground of the VI core and manually disable it.
Don't worry, Admiral. I'll take that thing out.
I know Spectres answer the Council, but you're still human. You're still part of the Alliance military. And right now we need you. The VI controls all the facilities, weapons, drones, and automated
I might crack this mission out, because I think you get like a specialization point from this.
Good luck.
So we'll go do that. Also, it takes you to the Loco Cluster, Sol System. You get to see Earth. Here's the solar system. Mercury. A handful of solar power stations exist on peaks of eternal light at the north and south poles of Mercury. The difficulties imposed by the planet's proximity to the sun and high orbital velocity have limited development. 340 people. Venus. With molten temperatures, sulfuric acid clouds, and crushing carbon dioxide atmosphere, Venus only has a handful of aerostat research outposts. 800 people. Mars. Once considered a prospect for terraforming and colonization, the discovery of the faster-than-light travel turned Mars into a quiet backwater. Its southern pole is a historical preserve centered on the Prothean ruins found there. Immigration and development are restricted as the search for Prothean artifacts continues. I read that wrong. I thought I was going to say population of 2,100. So population 3.4 million. Jump. Jupiter's deep gravity well and lethal radiation have kept its moons from being significantly exploited. The largest outpost is Binary Helix's Corporation's Nautilus facility attached to the underside of Europa's ice sheet. All moons 9100. They've got fucking barotrauma going on there. Saturn has been a major source of helium-3. Hydrocarbons. Population, orbitals, and Titan 117,000. Wow. Anus. After development, after Uranus was the target of a land rush to exploit its combination of plentiful H3 and shallow for a gas giant gravity well. 371, largest producer of H3, He3, helium-3. Neptune. So Neptune, only 70 people. Small research facility on Triton. And then here you have Pluto. Back when it was still a planet. Oh, that's the one thing, right? The moon of in this universe in Mass Effect, the moon of Pluto, Charon, was actually a mass relay covered in ice that was just buried in ice. And now let's look at Earth. Earth. For detailed information, please refer to the standard issue Alliance Galactic Codex. Earth orbit is riddled with debris generated by bootstrap space development. Use of kinetic barriers is recommended at altitudes over 85K. Population surface 11.4 billion. It's actually not that much more than we have now. And in stations, 250,000. Orbital period, 1 Earth years. No way. Loon. An early source of H3, Luna is now mined for minerals used for space habitat inside new 24 major stations, blah, 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 blah. The Lagrange points, all lunar resources. 4.1 million. Capital is Armstrong. That's a good name for a city on the capital city of the moon. Armstrong? I like that. It's a good one. Codex. Codex. Humanity and the Systems Alliance. This codex doesn't really work well with
The
Earth.
home world and capital of humanity is entering a new golden age. The resource wealth of a dozen settled colonies and 100 industrial outposts flows back to Earth, fueling great works of industry, commerce, and art. The great cities are green.
Yeah, here we go. So it's like
arcology, skyscrapers, and
arcologies. Earth is still divided under nation states, although they are all affiliated beneath the Systems Alliance.
Long
better, the rich gap widens daily. Advanced nations have eliminated most genetic diseases and pollution, less fortunate reasons, and not progressed beyond 20th century technologies, often being smog choked overpopulated slums.
Life than ever. The gap between rich and poor widens daily.
Sea levels have risen 2 meters in the last 200 years, and violent weather has compounded due to environmental damage inflicted during the late 21st century. The past few decades, however, have seen significant improvements due to recent technological advancements. Yeah, humanity essentially jumped forward 200 years, so we've able to, like, Earth is, like, becoming, like, a fucking, you know, Eden, land of milk and honey kind of thing. Slowly but surely. Get to do some moon rovering. Whee! So this is a little taste of what all the side missions are kind of like, where it's like, welcome to the moon. There's nothing, well, this is it. This is what like 90% of these planets are like. You roll around, there's like 2 to 3, maybe 4 little points on the map to explore. That's it. Which is why I don't do these on stream, because they're fucking dull. I don't even have enough Omni Gel to like repair my repair the Mako. I will definitely make more Omni Gel. I'll sell this shit and make more offline. This is why these sections. It's kind of unfortunate where like these, instead of like improving these vehicle sections for like Mass Effect 2, they kind of just got rid of them. You know, like it's a shame. You know. I'm guessing it came to the point where it was like, maybe we should just cut this shit.
Heading out.
Huh. It's an old Soviet. CCCP Luna. That could have been interesting to just like, if they tried to improve these vehicle segments, add more to them, flesh them out more, I think it would be interesting. I don't know, maybe like more enemies, more varied combat, maybe like ways to upgrade or improve or change the Mako. I think definitely like just improving the physics would have helped, definitely. Like if the thing drove and controlled less like a fucking insane wreck. So we essentially have to go into each of these 3 little bases and like deactivate the AI core. And this isn't VI, it's AI, which AI is banned. I'm pretty sure it even says it.
An artificial intelligence is a self-aware computing system capable of learning and independent decision-making. Creation of a conscious AI requires adaptive code, a slow, expensive education, and a specialized quantum computer.
Yeah, the idea that AI is banned in Citadel space because of the Geth. It's like, oh, maybe we shouldn't make AI. And of course, what is the Alliance doing here? They're making AI. Or they're dealing with like AI for like combat, military training shit. And I think it's something that's, I don't remember if it's shown to you in 2 or 3. I don't remember. But like the one AI character from the other games, Edie, who is like your ship's AI, she is actually like, she is this AI. This was like her proto form. And then somehow Cerberus got her or some shit, I don't remember. And like made her big, made her more fancy. Is it just like drones here? It is, okay. Holy shit. Tally, you wanna do stuff? I got hit by one of the literally the last one left, and I get hit by a rocket drone. They are again. Kill the rocket drone. Don't let me kill me again.
I think we're done here.
Like I said, the side stuff in this game is not great. A lot of the levels look exactly like this. They recycle this level, this like layout a lot. There's like 3, 4 different like layouts for these kind of locations. All right, 2 more to go.
Engaging target. It's over now.
Hope you like doing the same thing 3 times in a row. I love it. Kinetic stabilizer, weapon stability. That was this tungsten rounds, damage versus synthetics, proton rounds, polonium rounds, cryo rounds, shield bypass, target negative. Ooh, let's try that. Recoil dampener. What is this? Weapon stability? Weapon force. Hammerhead rounds. And plug in the tungsten. Kinetic buffer. Shield hardening. Shield recovery. Exoskeleton. Energized weave. She's not. Liara's not really using the pistol too much, so it doesn't really matter for her. I know, inventory management. So exciting. My favorite part of video games. Another room filled with 30,000 drones.
Perimeter clear.
Save the level up for a little bit. really not. Man, this mission, these side missions, oh boy. But you actually get something good from this, kind of. This is just System Shock. We're just going through shooting showdowns, computer nodes, CPU nodes. All it's missing is her just yelling, calling us insect. God, shit. Two out of three. Almost done.
Take cover.
Why don't you just, like, nuke the moon?
Now is not the time. Think we got him.
I want to be able to save. Good job, Tally. No.
Negative contact, Shepard.
That got close. That was one rocket hit away from ending that. Additional security drones? Oh, good. Of course, there are rocket drones in here too. Here we go. Okay, Shock Trooper. Highly trained killing machines, Shock Troopers excel in all combat situations. Increases health, increases damage protection, improves immunity or barrier, so immunity. Improves the adrenaline ability. Commandos, increase damage with all weapons, improves immunity ability, improves marksmanship, improves assassination. I like the damage protection. I don't know. Because it's like, damage is damage protection in a way. Damage is defense. Because the faster you kill an enemy, the less chance they have to deal damage to you. Apparently I looked it up, apparently they're both really good, and that Shock Trooper is almost overkill. I'm gonna take the damage then. And the game crashed. $53, $51. I get to shoot all the cores again. Oh boy. Can't save.
All targets down.
Okay, we can. Okay, good. Save, then shoot that last core, and hopefully the game doesn't crash again. There we go. Commando. Commando, so increases all damage with all weapons by 6, by 9. Improves recharge time on immunity. That's not great, but I'll take the extra damage. And that's the moon. All right. Well, does Shepard, or does the Admiral talk to us, or is that it? That's it. Maybe it talked to us on a warp or something, or on a jump. But I think that will be good for tonight. That was the part 2 of the Mass Effect, the 1. Finished Noveria. And yeah, we're like a third of the way done through this game, probably. Because there's Theros, the Bring Down the Sky mission, which I don't even know if I'll do. And then there's Vermeer, and then I think we're off to the Mu relay at that point, and that's like pretty much coming into the end of the game. I think, maybe, I don't remember, but yeah, that was fun. Still really enjoying this. This game is still real good. So thank you very much for watching.